you mentioned pricing. Talk a little bit about how Disney thinks about elasticity of demand and pricing.
Yeah. Well, our strategic conceit around pricing is we do want to make sure that there is a price level for everybody, right? We want to make sure we have a tier system where we've got different seasons. So at our lowest level, we're at about $104, and at our highest level, we're at about about $226, right? So at the highest level, those are our most demanded days. So think about the holidays, the Christmas time period, New Year's. At the lowest levels, those would be those days where you would argue are not as demanded. Think of, I'm making this up, but like Tuesday in April.
Yeah.
So we are constantly,
And so that gives you the opportunity, if that's
Yes.
your price point, to do that.
That's right. So we've got 7 levels of pricing, and I will tell you, my team is constantly looking at the elasticity of those different levels, because what's going back to a conversation we had before about every day, every week is different. Depending on what the pricing is during that day, during the days of the week, behavior is different if you take a 104 and surround it with a 146 or 150 or whatever the numbers are, and watching how the consumer moves among those prices, which I think is it's basic elasticity. It's basic,
right?
As you move prices, consumers behave differently. But when you talked about the tools, my team has created a number of tools that allow us to go in and make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of changes on the fly to see what happens if we change a price here, what will it do to the surrounding days, what will it do to the surrounding weeks. And so we are very mindful first off that, we have products that every consumer can feel is attainable. And then we use those prices to figure out, how do I optimize specific days and specific weeks. So it is a science, and we're deep into that science because it is such an important factor that, again, going back to what drives attendance, pricing plays a big role of that.